Hi everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. This is going to be a really casual playthrough of old school RuneScape, but with an element of self-imposed challenge, just a hint of one. So the gimmick for this account is that I'm going to be music track locked. So what does that actually mean? So in this game, every music track has an area associated with it. Harmony is the first music track you unlock after Tutorial Island. So I can't leave the area where Harmony is playing until I've finished everything in that area. When I am finished, I randomly select the next area to unlock. So it could be one of these 4 connected squares, right? Or it could be Harmony 2, which is in the kitchen cellar. So if you're familiar with old school RuneScape, self-imposed challenge, Iron Man YouTube Let's Plays, then you know this is just the one chunk at a time series, except it's about music. And there's one other change. This one might be a bit more controversial. I'm just going to move on to the next area, basically, whenever I feel like it. So I'm not going to have to finish absolutely everything. I'm not going to get 60 woodcutting in this very first area, because I don't want to. But I am going to do most of the content. I'm going to do all the quests that I can do. I'm going to do a lot of skilling. I'm going to kill one of every NPC that I can, just for fun. I just don't want to do any grinds that take hundreds of hours, because I'm a filthy casual. But there will be grinding, because it is RuneScape. Of course there's going to be grinding. It's just not going to be the exact same thing for dozens of hours. I'm just not going to bother doing that at any point. One more thing before we get started. I actually finished the first 3 parts of this series in September, but I rewatched them recently and I'm like, wow, these are fucking boring. So I'm doing a complete re-edit. These videos used to be 20 minutes each, now they're 10 minutes each, and I'm doing completely new commentary, so that's why my talking might not always match up with the gameplay. So with all of that out of the way, let's get started. First thing I did was all the quests that I can do. Can't finish any of them yet, but we can start 4 of them. First one is Restless Ghost. This is, you gotta get rid of the ghost in the graveyard. I said absolutely no problem, don't worry about it, except we can't get in the graveyard yet, so we can't actually do it. Second, we have X marks the spot. This is an insane treasure trail quest. I absolutely love it. Classic quest, you get some amazing rewards at the end, but we can't finish the treasure trail just yet. Next up, we got Cook's Assistant. This is a classic quest where we need to say it, absolute classic. You need to deliver the cook some ingredients for a cake. I love this one, but unfortunately we can't get all the ingredients just yet. Last, we have Rune Mysteries. This quest is not a classic. This quest is dog shit. You need to deliver a magical item to some wizards at the wizard's tower. Unfortunately, we can't go to the wizard's tower yet, and what's even worse is that when we do finish this quest, it unlocks the rune crafting skill. So that's shit all around. Here's me doing the first bits of that treasure trail quest. I thought I might as well do as much as I can. This first clue is just go to Bob's shop and look around a bit. So I went and did that. Got another treasure trail. This one's even easier. It's just like a map and it's like, oh shit, I wonder where that could be. It's the castle obviously, so I go there, dig up that. And then that's when the quest stops because I can't leave. And this orb is telling me to go dig up somewhere else. So I look forward to that in part 800 or 900 of this series. Okay, with all the fun stuff out of the way, it's time for the real RuneScape to begin. So I started grinding my stats, because that's basically just what this game is. I started with thieving, because I wanted a bit of starter money. I just pickpocketed the same guy over and over again. I got to level 20 thieving. I also got a pretty pathetic amount of money. And also I died 17 times, but I just kept respawning and pickpocketing the guy again, even though he kept beating me to death. These are all my own bones, that's how I know it was 17 times. Here's a clip where I accidentally click on the kitchen cellar and unlock Harmony 2, because I can't do anything right. Okay, so I know what you're all thinking. It's been 5 minutes. Why hasn't there been any fletching? Have you even been doing any fletching? Where's the fletching content? Well, shut the fuck up, because I did a load of fletching. I got level 27 fletching actually, and that allows me to make an oak shield, and that's a really good shield, so I decided to stop fletching at level 27. Sorry if I was rude in that last clip, but I just get really defensive when people talk to me about fletching. Also, an oak shield isn't a very good shield at all. I just couldn't be bothered to level it any further. Anyway, I also got my fire making skill up to 27, so that's 2 27s I have on this account. Oh, and in the process, I got 33 wood cutting. at this point I decided to start killing some shit, so I went and got my free sword shield, and then I also got some battle axes from Bob's axe shop, and then I just started killing rats. So I got 5 strength and 5 attack, and then I decided to go kill some men, women, and goblins, because they dropped some interesting stuff. So I got 20 attack, strength, and defense. I killed men, women, goblins, imps. So here's the NPCs I've killed so far. Thought it'd be fun to keep track, I don't know. Here's how the bank is looking right now, pretty sick. Actually I was lucky, I got all 4 magic beads from the imps. So those will be useful hopefully in a little bit. I got a clue scroll I can't do. I also got an egg, which is really lucky. So we can go present the egg to our friend, the cook. So let's do that. Here is a fresh egg. I don't think an egg that you get from killing an imp is something you should use in any kind of cake, but he never said what animal it had to come from, so I think we're good. So there's a bunch of NPCs in this area that we haven't killed yet, so I'm going to do that now, just to add them to my list. One of them is the duck in the river, and I'm going to use magic spells to kill the duck because I can't reach it with my axe, so that's why I'm wearing my hat here. I'm going to cast spells on it until it dies. Here's me trying to kill a duck. This duck is a parent as well. You can see the little ducklings will swim away when the parent dies. Just thought that was interesting. Now I'm killing a cow. I can't actually go in the cow field yet, so I'm using spells again. It's dead. Let's go. Now I'm killing a giant spider. Don't really have much to say about this one. Look, it died. Moving on, I decided to round out the day by killing a ram. And I think that's all the kills we can do right now, but I've probably forgotten a few. Okay, now that my bloodlust has been sated, I decided to shear some sheep and then spin some balls of wool. I've no fucking clue why I did only 4 balls of wool, but I did that, and now I have 4 balls of wool ready to go at a moment's notice, so that's thinking ahead. Very smart. Now I guess I'm going upstairs here to get the onion that's on the table. The onion heals 1 hit point when you eat it, so that's pretty exciting. You can chop up the onion and put it in a bowl and then cook the chopped onions, but I didn't realize this until episode 3. So stay tuned for that. Last thing I did was these achievement diary things. There's only one thing that I can do that I haven't yet done, and that's learn the age of my character. So brace yourself. Wasn't that exciting? Okay, now it's time to pick the next chunk. But before we get into that, I hate to bring this up, but according to YouTube statistics, over 77% of you aren't circumcised. Getting circumcised helps out this channel a lot. It's free and you can always change your mind later, so if you enjoy these videos, please consider getting a circumcision. Thank you. Right, so now it's time for me to talk over the footage of me picking the chunk from 7 months ago. What did you think of the video, by the way? I'm interested in what people think of the editing. I think I might have overcompensated by making the editing too fast, because the original video was incredibly slow and dull. It was like 20 minutes, and it definitely felt its length. I think this one might have been a bit too quick in retrospect, but I'm not changing it now, it's already done. Maybe episode 2 will be better, I don't know. Anyway, I kind of made a fuck up of this chunk selection thing. I mean track selection, because we're selecting a music track. So there's obviously 5 tracks connected to this one, right? There's the 4 in the squares, and then there's harmony 2. But I also thought about the canoe system in this game. So from the harmony area, I could take a canoe north, and I thought about that, but I only remembered one of the canoe stations for whatever reason. I have no clue. So Expanse is also one of the ones I can randomly get. I completely forgot there were other canoe stations or something, I don't know. And also the canoe thing is a stupid idea in the first place, because now I have to canoe everywhere if I get Expanse. Oh, look at that, I got Expanse. Yeah, so I have to now canoe constantly instead of just walking around. It's really annoying. Anyway, if you want to see that annoying canoe footage, you'll have to stick around for episode 2, which is coming soon. But please leave comments how you think I can improve this series. And thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. I will see you next time. Goodbye.